Hello and welcome to your next lesson. Hello and welcome to your next lesson. In the last lesson, we learned two octaves of C major scale: A3, D, D2, D3, G, G2, B, B1, B3, E, E1, E3, E5, E7, E8. And what did I tell you? That a scale is the primary tune from which we make other tunes. Why do I say tune? Because this has a very distinct sound. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And I can't sing higher than that. So you can imagine this to be like the first melody from which we create other melodies. So one of the melodies that really works, and you must have noticed that I called it do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Now this do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do is called solfege. It's what Western vocalists use to identify the progression of a major scale. So when you shuffle the notes, you can create a tune like to a deer, a female deer. See, I use the same notes of the C major scale and I just shuffle them around rhythmically and I got a new tune. Of course, this is not my tune, this is one of the greatest tunes that has been designed to teach solfege to students of music in the movie Sound of Music. So it's been one of the most beneficial tunes for every student in this world who has learned solfege, or at least who I have taught. So without further ado, I'm going to teach you the notes. I'm going to use verbal tab. If you don't understand what verbal tab is, in the interest of not making a very long video, I would request you to go back and check a few videos. I'm going to start with A3, D, D2, A3, D2, A3, D2. And I'm going to request you pause, rewind and hear this again. Okay? I'm not very savvy with video editing, so it's difficult for me to put the tabs across and do all that designing. Plus it takes really long. And my main intention, and I'm going to edit the description to this, is my main intention is to save all the teachers in the world just the basic elements that all students need to learn before they go to a teacher. While I do subscribe to the idea of video lessons, my personal take is that a video lesson up to a point can tell you what to do, but not necessarily tell you in a sequence, because each individual learns differently. So you need a physical teacher or a virtual teacher or an online teacher, whatever you like, to tell you step by step what you need to work on. Because if you have the notes down, then maybe you don't have the technique down. If you have the technique down, then maybe you don't have the feel or the embellishments or the articulations down. And if you have all of that down, you still probably don't have the rhythm down. And if you have all that down, you still probably don't understand the concept why you're playing what you are playing. And to put all of that in a video which has no interaction is not an effective learning outcome. That said, for an extremely enthusiastic student, it's really probably a waste of money and time to learn what are the string names, how to hold a guitar, and all of that by going to some teacher. And while all teachers don't mind doing it, I think this would be a great service to all guitar teachers to have a student prepared up to a certain level before they actually start one-on-one classes. And on my part, I've taken the effort to keep it as sequenced as possible. So try not to jump any lesson, even if you know a little bit of guitar. Okay, let me begin again. A3, D, D2. I'll say it more clearly. A3, D, D2. Then A3, D2, A3, D2. Now practice that fast. That's one section done. D, D2, D3, D3, D2, D, D3. That's supposed to sound like. I'll repeat that again. D, D2, D3, D3, D2, D, D3. Next line. D2, D2, D3, G, D2, G, D2, G. I'll do that again. D2, D3, G, D2, G, D2, G. And that's supposed to sound like. Don't worry about the picking, it's all downstroke for now. Okay? Then you're going to play D3, G, G2, G2, G, D3, G2. I'll say that again. D3, G, G2, G2, G, D3, G2. And that's supposed to sound like. So this is what you have of the song so far. Do a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far, a long, long way to run. Beautiful. Now there is a scale run. It starts from the open G string and then goes A3, D, D2, D3, G, G2, which is the first 6 notes of your C major scale. So it's so, a needle pulling thread. Then you start with G2. And you start with the 6 notes of the major scale, but starting from the 2nd degree. D, D2, D3, G, G2, B. Yeah? And it's going to sound like La, a note to follow, so. I'll repeat the notes again. G2, D, D2, D3, G, G2, B. And then B, D2, D3, G, G2, B, B1. If that was not clear, I'll repeat it again. B, D2, D3, G, G2, B, B1. So that's supposed to sound like tea I drink with jam and bread. So the 3 runs that we did was so, a needle pulling thread, la, a note to follow, so, tea I drink with jam and bread. Now you have the last bit, which is B1, B, G2, D3. And this becomes a bit tricky because B1, B is easy, it's on the same string. Then you have got to move to G2 in a descending way, but still keep playing downstrokes. B1, B, G2, D3. Open B, open G. B1, G, D2, D. And that's supposed to sound like that will bring us back to Do. And then there's just the straight scale run. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, so, do, which is A3, D, D2, D3, G, G2, B, B1, G, B1. That's it. So I'm going to play the whole song for you. It's going to sound like. Now, in the last class, you must have learned 2 octaves. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I can't sing very high, so I just said the notes. The entire of Do a Deer was in the 1st octave of C major scale. I will try and attempt to play the Do a Deer in the 2nd octave, but I'm going to leave it to you as your homework and extra work. You're not compelled to do it. To try and figure out the same melody in the higher octave, okay, that is in this spot. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play it for you slowly, okay, and then I want you to be able to correlate how the same notes sound when they're low and how the same notes sound when they are higher in another octave, and that will benefit you in the future, okay. At least you'll know the difference between playing in a lower octave and a higher octave. So here goes. I had to tune. Excuse me, but it won't sound good if it's not tuned. I'm not saying you have to be able to do it, but it'll be good if you try it. Okay? I was a bit sloppy, but that's not the idea. The idea was to just understand that the same notes you played in the first octave, how to play them in the second octave. Wish you all the best with that. The lessons will get a little more complex from here, and in the interest of video, I won't break down everything. Try to use your mind, learn to learn, makes you a better student. Thank you.